Stanger here, back with another review. If you're wondering why in this review I'm not showing my face, because I'm gonna obviously not changing things up, but just at the moment I am working on announcing something with Nebulous Void, and that will be announcing something big, and that will be coming soon around probably in like a few days' time. You never know. So, I saw this film just a couple of days ago, and I went to obviously I want to see it at like a later showing, and I didn't really think of this film getting into it thinking it was going to be anything groundbreaking or spectacular. So I went to go and see it, and to be honest, guys, I think this film is probably a really good take on what these two YouTubers have done to make a horror film with the talent they have. And I think this film is pretty clever in a way, because Talk to Me is not your typical type of standard. This is something very fresh in the horror genre. And when I mean fresh, I mean it's pretty unique, because normally when you watch these type of films where it has a certain premise that everyone knows, people and all that. So obviously, you can't say, as I said, YouTube with the words you can't say and whatnot, so it's, still ridiculous. But at the same time, I always say my iconic as you know what it means. So basically, the way this film, right? So I'm not going into spoiler territory for this. So basically, the film in general is actually really good if you understand its story, and I think it's pretty cool. The only thing, I only have one little nitpick, was that there were so many studio credits at the beginning of the film. Obviously, it's not a spoiler because obviously a lot of people made this movie, but obviously these two YouTubers, give props to them, because as I said, this film really good in a way on how it's been handled. And Talk to Me is that type of film that I'll go and see again, to go deeper down into more of the missable things in the background, because you never know, because I did at one point go I actually want to see this again, obviously when it comes onto streaming or something soon, when it gets a streaming release or anything, because obviously it's all streaming now, right after when a film comes out, you wait a year and it gets straight onto a streaming service. But yeah, anyone who's massive fans of horror, you will get a good kick out of this. The only thing is that there's not a lot of in it, because obviously because it felt like a filler one. I felt like this one was doing a lot of basically heavy lifting in terms of story. It focuses on a character. I'm not getting into detail about it. Again, spoiler territory, I'm not getting into. But the story is really good. But however, they did obviously recently did say that they're working on a sequel, which I'm actually want to see the sequel. But obviously, that will take years to make again. So, and I believe this film is good in certain aspects of not just the story, because I've been talking about the story a lot at the moment, but how's the scary elements in it, about the jump scares and whatnot. And it's not jumpy, it's not that type of thing, but it does kind of give you that type of moments where you go, oh my god, oh my god, that type of moments in the film. There is moments where there's some disturbing stuff in it. It does because obviously the only thing with it is that obviously the beginning's kind of slow, obviously, because obviously you had so many studios, obviously A24 helped with this film, which obviously I like A24's films as well, so they're pretty good with their films. And not just that, obviously, the actors are really good in it. Like, they're not like actors you recognise. These are like new people giving out probably a really good performance. But one of the standouts is one of the actresses in it, who's the main lead. And I think she pulls it off really well. And I know, coming from me, being a reviewer, that has certain opinions on certain actors, actresses. This actress actually did really good, and obviously, I'm not simp or before anyone says, but I think this film with this actress is really good. She had a really good role in it, and like the story they're taking for her was brilliant. The only other stuff, like there was a few good supporting characters in it, and the whole premise, again, is quite clever and unique, and that's just obviously my opinion. And probably the last thing I'm going to mention here, just ignore that was just my watch, he's heard that in the background. And last but not least, like my final verdict, right? Now, this film, I want to give this a chance because, like, obviously it's really good. Like, again, it's not anything groundbreaking, but it is something new. It is like a new way of horror, but obviously, again, I felt like I wanted more because the ending really didn't answer anything in the end. Like, honestly, like obviously I'm, again, not going into spoilers, but I felt like the ending went too quick. And I was left invested in more. I wanted to see more of it. I wanted to see where the direction was going. I wanted to see where everything was happening. But obviously, like, it leaves you on like a cliffhanger, the film, but yeah, literally. But final verdict, I'm giving this film probably an 8 out of 10. And the reason why I'm not giving it a 9 out of 10, again, like, just like the beginning is slow, obviously, titles. Not just the titles, obviously, there was like a random moment in the beginning, like, but they never got back to it at one point in the film, or maybe I might have missed it, you can correct me on it, but yeah, there was just like a few little nitpicks at the beginning. Other than that, everything else throughout the movie was actually good, but yeah, an 8 out of 10, solid film. I would definitely see it again. I would actually like, so obviously I've recommended it to one of my friends in a group chat I'm in with a bunch of friends of mine, and one of them might actually go and see it for themselves. And yeah, and that is basically it, because obviously I'm back doing these reviews, but obviously, yeah. Now, see you in the next video, and because right after this, I am going to watch probably a very controversial thing, which is Spider-Man Lotus, and I'll let you know my opinions right after when I watch it. I'll probably do like a YouTube short on it, saying I'm about to watch it. You never know tonight. And see you guys. That's Max Danger out.